From the sideline, we'll have David Aldridge. We'll be hearing from him in just a moment. Hey, Dave.
Well, guys, DeMar DeRozan is a prolific scorer, but he's also a dangerous drive and kick weapon. He said, "I never pay attention to the defender guarding me. I look at the four guys behind him and how they react. A lot of times I don't even look to score. I draw 3 or 4 guys and get my teammates open shots." Kevin?
Great vision, David. Thank you. Now we have a moment to look at how the blocks have been stacking up over the past several months for Aldridge.
We're just not seeing that same fierceness out of him defensively these last few months. He's lost a little bit of that intimidation factor. He's not blocking as many shots, and he's not making the same impact on that end of the floor.
Here are the 5 for the Clippers. We've got Patrick Beverley. Marcus Morris is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Paul George, and it's Zubac in at the 5 down low. And for San Antonio, we've got Trey Lyles. He's out there with DeRozan. DeJounte Murray is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Forbes in a 2-guard. Opening night, Brent, always exciting. Technically, every team is undefeated with a lot of hope.
You're just fired up. I mean,
I am fired
The
up.
NBA never stops, Kevin. We know this, right?
Isn't it great, though? I'm so glad it doesn't stop.
Well, the offseason is just absolutely ridiculously exciting.
So fun.
So much movement and hope for franchises that, have struggled for a long time. And here we go. Hope springs eternal. It's opening night.
And DeRozan kicks to Murray. A floater, count it. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Second chance shot, and the layup is good.
Well, on nights where Kawhi Leonard piles up some points, he can make a big mark because of the offensive rebounding prowess.
Leonard against DeRozan. Shoots it. That one off the back iron and out.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
Zubac against Aldridge. And that one is good from Zubac.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Are you asking me, GA? I'm not sure.
Now here's Murray. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Now here's Beverley. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Golden State. A nice shot by George.
Well, it's the golden age of point guards, and Patrick Beverley trying to show that he belongs amongst them. Great awareness on that play.
DeRozan against Morris. DeRozan passes to Aldridge. DeRozan surveying the D. 5 to shoot. And the basket is good.
Offense clicking early here. 3 for 4 to start this one.
The Clippers have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. And Beverley kicks to Zubac. The 3 from George. That shot missing. And San Antonio will go the other way with it. Here is Forbes. Pass to Lyles. Murray outside. Lets it go from the wing. It's hauled in by Zubac. Leonard against Lyles. The shot by George, wide open. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
Well, that's Paul George's game. Most accurate when somebody's feeding him and he's got his feet set.
To the inside. Here's Aldridge. And he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Yep, it counts.
And a better box out saves them 2 points there.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
George passes to Zubac. And here's George. Here's Leonard. They get it back. Yes, that goes in.
The strength and that body that Kawhi has, he finishes through contact as well as anyone in the league.
DeRozan against Leonard. Murray surveying the D. The shot, no good. Good work defensively by Morris. Down low. Here's George. Again, Los Angeles. Spurs trail by 5. Here's Murray. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll.
And making his return from the ACL tear, DeJounte Murray, long, athletic, and young, he still has a very bright future.
What's up?
Free throw good, Murray. And Murray winning second team all defense in 2018. And Greg, at that time he was only 21.
And that's been his strong suit. If he can hit perimeter shots consistently, he can be a star.
Now here's Zubac. Outside, George, lock at 6. Leonard on the wing. With the fadeaway. DeRozan with the rebound.
You get a feeling that he made that much more difficult than he had to. No reason why he had to fade away on that jumper.
Morris against Murray. Now DeRozan. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even. DeRozan's got his second bucket.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight, Kevin. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Beverly deciding where to go with it. Makes it off the glass.
Yeah, kind of tough on the defense when you let Beverly beat you on the inside. That can get his confidence going from the outside. So damage from the paint that time.
Now here's Murray. He has 7. Forbes the pass to Lyles. To the middle. Aldridge inside. Zubac defending. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. Leonard attacking. And then Leonard with the dunk.
There's no way he even felt that contact. That's what makes Leonard so tough to defend on the dribble drive.
DeRozan bounce pass. Murray finds DeRozan. Passes it to Aldridge.
And in a league that's obsessed with threes and layups, LaMarcus Aldridge defying the trend, really feasting on a steady diet of mid-range jumpers.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
Interesting to see how LaMarcus Aldridge has embraced more and more of a leadership role with this team. He knows he has what it takes to guide this team to higher heights.
Both free throws good from Aldridge.
A big fella with the ability and confidence at the free throw line is something that every team wants. You don't have to make those late substitutions. Keep your big guys on the floor.
Outside Leonard takes the 3. It's hauled in by Lyles. And that turnaround jumper of Aldridge's. Greg, just impossible to defend.
Long arms, that high release point. When it's falling, well, we saw him give OKC 56. This man can take over.
It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Is it getting cold in here, Kevin? This is a tough one. Crucial that he starts to work a little harder for a higher percentage shot.
Now, here is George. He picked up 15 points in their last win against the Warriors in San Francisco.
Yeah, but all around offensively, the performance was great. He knew when he had it going, but he also knew he could get other guys going. So his passing right up there on the level with his scoring in that one.
Here's DeRozan. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. And here's Beverly. The pass to George. Zubac trying to break loose. And there's Paul George on the assist by Beverly.
Doing a lot of nice work now from the field. He's helped get them this lead, and now he's helped them keep it.
Murray kicks to Lyles. Banked in off the glass. LA is gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Outside Leonard. Second shot opportunity and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on DeRozan.
Such a difficult guy to keep up with and also have a conversation with. Leonard, sometimes all you can do is foul him.
And he knocks down the first one. A superstar summer, Greg, for the Los Angeles Clippers in Kawhi Leonard and in Paul George. Greg, they have 2 elite wings, great defenders in their prime.
Give them credit, but also Kawhi Leonard pushing the levers behind the scenes. He wanted another superstar to join him in recruiting Paul George, who still had 2 years left on his deal in OKC. Kawhi took unprecedented control of his free agent destiny.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Murray takes the 12-footer and hits. Murray's got 9 points.
Man, he's got that touch working tonight, shooting the ball very well to start this one.
Williams against Murray. Leonard attacking, and it goes down 2 points. He's got 10.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Murray against Williams. Right side DeRozan. Aldridge dishes to Murray. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's DeRozan missing.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pass to George. Here's Leonard. Outside for George. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Now it's a 7-point Clipper lead.
Defense shaking their heads. No idea how to stop him in this quarter. He's got him on the ropes.
And there's the call on Lou Williams. That's his first foul. Derek White's checked in for the Spurs. DeRozan with it. Guarded now by Morris. It's stolen by Morris. From the line, and Williams with the basket on the assist by Leonard. Leonard's got 4 assists now tonight.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Now here's Murray. He's got 9. To halt the run, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. You talk so much about the stars in this league, Brent. Name some role players who, when they do get hot, they can be terrific.
Well, there's nobody better, and I think he's ripped out a page from Seattle's own Jamal Crawford.
I know
there's been nobody better in the last couple of years than what Lou Williams has represented for the Clippers.
2 shots.
He's had scoring performances, Kevin, and you've been witness to them courtside, where it's just astounding that he can go and get where he wants to go and make the types of shots that he's been able to do. And this is a revelation because this is 7, 8, 9 years that he's been in the league, and he's doing this with such great impact and thankfully, rightfully, been rewarded for it.
And the Clippers making a change here. Patterson's checked in. Second free throw, no good.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Takes the 13-footer. The shot by George, no good.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
DeRozan's shot is off. Los Angeles leading by 8. George passes to Leonard. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him, but luckily his teammates have picked up the slack.
Pretty much not a player in the league is going to pass up a shot like that so much for the defense.
Here's Williams following the three-pointer by San Antonio. Pass to Morris. On the wing, George. 5 on the clock. Fires for 3. It's hauled in by Lyle. Lyle's got his 4th rebound in this one. Williams with the steal. Here's Leonard. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
Yeah, and he had the D tangled up there with that patented crossover. Just couldn't convert the finish.
And White gets to DeRozan. And again, it's the Spurs from deep. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Outside Williams. Just 5 on the clock. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Patterson can't get it to go. Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for the LA Clippers. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. We'll return shortly. And in 2018, DeMar DeRozan opened up about his battles with depression, hoping to have a positive impact on others.
The people ashamed to talk about it. Even myself, for a long period of time, people wonder why I was such a quiet guy. And that was part of it, not wanting to speak out about it, not wanting other people to know exactly what I was going through. But you get to a certain age where you feel like it's all about helping others. It's not about you just being a selfish person about the things you're going through. Other people going through stuff as well.
Yep, you love the honesty and the bravery to step forward and tell his emotional story.
Yeah, he opened a dialogue. Kevin Love following his lead to talk about anxiety. Athletes as public figures can have a broader impact than just entertaining, and we see it over and over again.
And we welcome you back to our special Noche Latina broadcast as the second quarter getting going right now. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
Keep plays alive with your activity. That's what it's about.
Gay and Aldridge are up front. Then it's White. Then it's DeRozan. And it's Walker in at the 2. So that's who San Antonio starts the second with. Here's White. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. Walker the pass to Gay. Here's Aldridge. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on Patrick Patterson.
I think the length of Aldridge is hard to deal with. He's effective at using it to get those kind of calls.
The Spurs have gone 4 for 5 from the charity stripe in this one up to now.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. You know, officials try to be as objective as possible, Brent. It does sometimes feel like we get superstar calls, though, correct?
I think there's absolutely superstar calls, Kevin. And, you know, the purist in me wants the referees to keep it fair. But understanding that the game is entertainment and understanding what it takes to be that level of player, every now and then seeing a guy like James Harden getting a few more free throws or watching Giannis find his way to the line a few more times, I shrug my shoulders and I say, yeah, I actually kind of get it.
Yeah, good examples. Here's Kennard. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Back to Patterson. DeRozan against Leonard. Again, Leonard missing.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
Now, here's George following the miss by DeRozan. And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up. And San Antonio called for the foul.
Well, Patrick Patterson had some great years where he showed his three-point shooting prowess, but if he can get down into the post and score there as well, it's another option for their offense.
Free throw good from Patterson. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Spurs trail by 4. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Lou Williams won 6th Man of the Year for the 3rd time last season. He joined Kevin McHale and Detlef Schrempf as the only players to win the award in consecutive seasons. And with the most career points ever scored off the bench, maybe they should just name this award after him. Kevin?
David, I'm all for it. Thank you so much. And boy, is he in good company. Now here's White. Following the miss by Lou Williams. And it's White missing.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
And here comes White, leading the fast break. That one falls, his 2nd basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
And that's such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
George against DeRozan. George, no good.
He may not be the strongest inside presence in the league, but still, he's got to convert from there.
And it's Paul George with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Gay against Leonard. Spurs working the ball around now. Back to Walker. Takes a 3. It's hauled in by Paul George. And so George will bring it up for the Clippers. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. Shoots over White. And George gets it to go. George has got 14 points.
And Paul George in the mid-range area just dominating that possession.
Here's White, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Well, that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
Leonard on the wing. To the paint, stolen by Walker. Leonard against DeRozan. Ball's knocked loose. There's the foul. It's on Patrick Patterson. That's foul number 2 for him.
This is one where the second foul is probably going to cost you some minutes in this game.
Spurs making a switch here. Elwinelli's checked in. White against Williams. 6 on the shot clock. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. Walker's shot is off. Well, it was the San Antonio Spurs winning their last game against Dallas. Greg, I'm just so impressed with the level of finesse and craftiness that Lou Williams always plays with.
And Kevin, you don't stay a perennial 6th Man of the Year candidate at Williams' age without having more than a few tricks up your sleeve. He's so good in tight spaces and can find a way to get a shot up where others just have to kick it out.
Aldridge, no luck.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Kennard, the pass to Patterson. Back to Kennard. Williams kicks to Leonard. From the arc, hits the three-point bomb. And it's a 7-point Clipper lead.
This offense just looks so different when Kawhi Leonard is on the floor and when he's knocking down shots like this.
Gay up top. Patterson defending. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Now a chance to see the numbers for George. Coming off a terrific season. First in steals. And, of course, one of the game's truly elite scorers with the 2nd most points per game in the league.
And as you said, first in steals last season. You have to say he's the best ball hawk in the league right now. It may not even be close. The first free throw is good.
Capable of playing either forward, the versatility that Gay has important in today's league for him to stay around.
Mills, he's checked in for Derek White. Zubac is checked in for Los Angeles. And both free throws good for Gay. Williams with the ball. Kicks to Leonard. Tries it from the top of the key. The Clippers keep it alive. And that one drops. Zubac has got his 2nd basket of the night.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Here's Gay. That shot off. Great D that time from Leonard. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And this is who he has become. Leonard, with the great body control, takes the hit and still able to sink the shot and one.
Many thought the Raptors or Lakers would land Kawhi, but in the end, he came to the Clippers to write his own legacy. Returning to Southern Cal, where he grew up, was a big part of his decision. The big surprise was how Kawhi was out recruiting other stars behind the scenes to join him with the Clippers.
When he came into the NBA, Kawhi Leonard wasn't the most refined player, but something in Spurs management and with the work of the coaching staff, they found a superstar.
Now here's Mills. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Dallas.
And they repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
George against Bellinelli. Fires from the line. Here's Zubac, fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
When you're trying to claw your way back into a game, you cannot allow second chance opportunities.
Yeah, those are tough. You get back into the game by working harder than the other team, not the other way around. They're just going to extend this lead.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Spurs trail by 11. Now here's Mills. No good on the triple.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Using his length well on defense. Rudy Gay working hard, swats that one away.
Now here's Walker. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. For San Antonio, they have shot the ball well from the free throw line, 8 of 9.
And up around 82% as a team a season ago. So they know how to make the most of those opportunities.
And so he hits the technical free throw.
Hey, guys, this is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line. Perfect this quarter.
Here's Medu. He kicks to Bellinelli. 5 to shoot. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. Here's George. He's got 16. Pass to Zubats. The pass to Kennard. He dishes it to Williams. With the teardrop, he gets that one. And the Clippers lead by 10.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Mills looking it over. Over George. Mills can't hit. Clippers leading by 10. Leonard inside. He's against Gay. Leonard no luck. Now Mills. Pass to Bellinelli. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. The Italian Marco Bellinelli, one of the league's best sharpshooters, and Greg very comfortable shooting on the move.
He always seems to be floating one way or the other on his shot. It wouldn't work for most shooters, but he uses it to evade the D.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Bellinelli. Brent, when we talk about home court advantage, do you feel it's the same as it used to be? It has that same impact?
I do think it's still hugely important, Kevin. It's less important when there's a team that has been together for a long time and has proven that they can take their wares on the road and come home with a victory. But it absolutely gives you a level of comfort as a player to get into your routine, to be at a place that seems familiar. Something deep down psychologically helps every member of that team being at home.
Mills with the steal. Bellinelli against Leonard. We shoot again. Rebound by the Clippers. Leonard's got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to George. It's good. That's 8 baskets for him now. 8 for 15 shooting.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Stolen by Jackson. Oh, and here we go. Jackson, nobody back. And he finishes the break with a lay-in. And it's a 12-point Clipper lead.
Excellent play. Just adding fuel to the fire and really trying to put this one out of reach.
This is what great players try to do. They're not allowing the opposition to gain any kind of hope to try and get back in the game.
Now here's Gay. A 17-point game for him in the win against Dallas. 6 to shoot. And it's off the back rim. No good.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And George with the stuff.
Now, Paul George right now invested fully in this game and on both ends of the floor. Relentless on offense thus far.
Mills with it. Jackson on him. And the shot goes in. Mills has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Wow, he doesn't make plays like that very often. That's a nice move inside.
And it's George missing. Spurs trail by 12. Forbes dishes to Mills. Lets it go from 11. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Zubac has got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Jackson passes to Zubac. Shoots over Mills. A rebound by the Spurs. Dishes it to Bellinelli. For the three. Good on the three-point shot. Bellinelli's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Spurs. Outside Leonard. From deep. That one's not going to go. And the Spurs going the other way now. Here's Gay shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Kawhi Leonard.
Now, seeing Rudy Gay active right now, it forces the D's hand just a little bit. Fantastic at staying engaged on that possession.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops.
Well, it's interesting to watch him because he's putting his body on the line to get to the line. We didn't see this during the first quarter, but he's making up for it here.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for Bellinelli. And Murray's subbed in for Patty Mills. And the Clippers making a change here as well. Patrick Beverley, he's checked in for George. Gay hits them both. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for Los Angeles. Leonard on the wing. Leonard draws the double. Back to Jackson. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Just 5 to shoot. Passes it to Beverley. A 3-ball. And it's Gay with the rebound. Gay's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Murray outside. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
And how about the move he made there to come up and get himself clear in the lane for the deuce?
Jackson looking it over. Launches a 3. They could use a bucket. Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for the LA Clippers. His production has been flowing as he's tallied 20 points and looks to be planning for more. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Kawhi, you have grown so much offensively throughout your career. What's the focus of that end of the floor?
Just knocking down open shots, my ball handling, making good decisions off the pick and roll, and just try to limit my turnovers.
And you've done well so far, Kawhi. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. An outstanding first quarter for Paul George. He had 20 points, 4 rebounds, and 1 assist. And taking a look at the Clippers, Kenny, what did you see out there?
Well, we're seeing what it looks like when Paul George takes over. Knockdown shooter, that sets up his drive. And on the defensive end, he has the length to defend 1 through 5.
Shaq, what did you see from San Antonio?
Well, I love that they were forceful at the offensive end, and they got the shots they wanted. They played aggressively and got to the line. A strong attacking mindset. I like it. We'll see if they bring the same attitude in the second half, though.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side,
my brother.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You look at Paul George in this game, guys, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. So for the Clippers right now, they've got Paul George. Marcus Morris is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then it's Patrick Beverley, and it's Leonard in at the 3 spot. This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line.
Yeah, and he wasn't someone you wanted to foul if you were defending him last season. 85% is what he made from the line.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Spurs trail by 8. And here is Murray. There's the pass to Forbes. Now, here's Lyons, defended by George. Here's Aldridge, and the layup's good off the glass. Aldridge has got 8.
Great size and great balance for a big man. Aldridge does a superb job of finishing through the contact.
And Beverley kicks to Leonard. Over Murray. And it's Leonard missing. Spurs shooting the ball at 42%. Looking to get back on track here. Excellent D there from George.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
Now here's Beverley. Here's Leonard. Goes to the fadeaway and cans it. Leonard's got 5 points in the quarter.
Count on Kawhi Leonard to work as much as he needs to get to the spots on the floor where he can be successful. He's a good shooter from mid-range.
Lyles passes to Forbes. Back to Lyles. Pass to Forbes. Shot clock at 5. There's the triple. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
Over the taller defender. This is why you have to stay connected to shooters on the perimeter.
Yeah, that effort just not good enough, because even if that defender was a bit taller, the shooter already locked in.
And here is Los Angeles now, following the 3-pointer by San Antonio.
Okay, good game plan. Start the second half. 3 of 4 so far from the field.
Here's Murray. That one is good again. He's 6 for 8 from the floor with the basket. And so here are the Clippers. Outside Leonard. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
It looks like an orange in his hand, and Kawhi tenacious to the rim with that finish.
Well, for so much of what Paul George brings to the table, you have to start with his defensive impact. He is one of the top defenders in the league at his position, if not the best. You know, I love how he absorbs the foul and still had a chance to knock that one down.
You look at George with all he does, Greg, you sometimes forget how good his perimeter defense is.
Well, I mean, his teammates and coaches won't ever forget about the impact he has on that end. Even when George isn't scoring or the shot isn't falling, he is still a monster on the floor just with his defense alone.
The free throw drops for Leonard. Leonard hits them both. Spurs trail by 9. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. To the inside, stolen by Zubac. From deep, George. It's good from long range. George has got 23.
Paul George can be dangerous out in transition. Great job finishing there.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah, the defense has not provided any threat to stop him out there, so it should come to no surprise that he continues to attack the basket.
Now we get a chance to check out Forbes, how he did last season. Last season, he averaged 11 points a game, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. And he's putting in the effort, and you can see him getting better with time.
So many little things that you have to learn to grow as a player. He's just going through a bit of that process right now.
Now, here's Lyons. Here's Aldridge. Sinks that one from the post. Aldridge has got 4 points this quarter.
Yeah, 80%. Is that a good number from the field? I think so. 4 of 5 here shooting. Terrific start.
And George kicks to Zubac. On the wing, Morris. Inside, here's George. And George with the stuff.
Paul George rising up. Nice to see a little bit of that return to the younger days from PG.
Beverly against Murray. It's Aldridge, high post. Pass to Forbes. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Murray against Beverly. Murray the pass to Lyons. Shot clock at 3 to Rosen. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got 13 rebounds in the game. Seeded.
Paul George is aggressive. Look at his eyes right now, focused on scoring, and he sees the open path and gets right there.
Here's Aldridge, and the rejection by Zubac, and he gets it back. Goes up again. That one's good, and the Clipper lead is cut down to just 12 points with the basket from Aldridge.
I mean, he is just demoralizing his opponent right now on the backboard. They didn't want anything to do with him on that possession, almost like they were just giving up on the play.
Well, we saw the same kind of attack in the last game. Ferocious effort in back-to-back outings.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That's on LaMarcus Aldridge.
Such a versatile offensive threat. Morris draws his fair share of fouls.
For Los Angeles, they have been exceptional shooting free throws tonight, going 9 for 9.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good for Morris.
Yeah, and of course, Marcus
with a twin brother, Markeith, went to college together, played in the pros together. You'll have a hard time finding a closer pair of siblings.
Derek White's checked in for the Spurs. And the Clippers making a change here as well. Williams is checked in. And so he makes both from the line.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the San Antonio Spurs. It's a 14-point game. Passes to White. Now Lyles. He's guarded by Williams. Here's DeRozan. It's hauled in by Zubats.
Well, his poor shooting is a big reason that they're staring at this deficit right now. He needs to get on track if they're going to find a way to win.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Here's Aldridge. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. George has got 6 rebounds in the game. Beverly the pass to Morris. That one goes. Count it. Morris has got 4 points in the quarter.
An even stronger second half. Tremendous efficiency at the offensive end of the floor.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Aldridge, and it's the Clippers with the rebound. Zubats has got rebound number 15 here tonight. They get the rebound. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good for Morris. Kennard, he's checked in for the Clippers. And Morris drops them both. Spurs trail by 20. Murray the pass to Lyles. DeRozan with it. Guarded now by Morris. DeRozan gets the bucket. DeRozan's got 9.
I mean, he makes plays like that in his sleep. The game is just far too easy.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it. And this is what the schedule looks like for the Spurs. On Friday, they'll be matching up with Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets. And then on Saturday, they'll take on Karl Anthony Towns and the Minnesota Timberwolves. Morris against DeRozan. The Clippers grab the miss.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench if he keeps shooting it like that. He has been putrid here this quarter.
Beverly can't hit that one. And the Spurs going the other way now. Murray left side. And there's the pass to Aldridge. Unloads from 9. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 3 assists in the game. Clippers leading by 16. Williams kicks to Beverly. Morris inside, covered by Lyles. Morris, no good. The Spurs have gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the third quarter. Down low, here's White. Williams with the block, and he recovers it. White, good.
He's been terrific tonight, and with a little help from the other guys on the floor, they might be able to turn this game around.
Williams against White, and stolen by Aldridge. Murray outside. There's the dish to Aldridge. And the rejection by Zubats. Murray against Beverly. Pass to Williams. It's rebounded by Aldridge. Aldridge has got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's DeRozan. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
It's common to see wing players improve their perimeter shooting in the league, but DeMar DeRozan's most striking growth has been his ball handling and playmaking. He's been dynamic with the ball in his hands.
That's good from DeMar DeRozan. And Greg DeRozan watching a ton of films of guys like Andre Miller and Sam Cassell operating in the pick and roll.
Not only that, Kevin, to strengthen his left hand, he'd use it for daily activities like writing, leaving no stone unturned to become an expert initiator.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. Clippers leading by 13. To the middle. Here's Morris, and Morris throws it down.
Yeah, just aggressive there. Instead of going to one of his patented shots inside, Morris just simply rises up to be free.
Now here's Murray. 14 points for him. Shots good by Lyons.
And he's going to punish you, Kevin, if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
Williams finds Morris. Over to the wing. Clippers moving the ball around. Williams for 3. LaMarcus Aldridge grabs the miss. San Antonio with the ball. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. Stolen by Beverly. Pass to Kennard. And here is Zubac. DeRozan defending. Williams against White. Shot clock at 6. Williams dishes to Morris. Marcus Aldridge grabs the miss. Aldridge has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. And the shot is good. Murray's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
Lyles against Beverly. Passes it to Kennard. Back to Morris. On the pass to Williams. From deep. Rebounded by the Spurs.
And you have to admire his confidence on that, but there's no way that's going to fall.
Coaches will tell you that's a bad shot, but when your teammates tell you that, you probably got to think about it.
Here's Kennard. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Beverly against Aldridge. And Aldridge comes over to help. Back to Williams to stop the drought. DeMar DeRozan grabs the board.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
And here is Los Angeles now. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Williams in the post. Wide on. They get it again. The kick out to Williams. Zubac trying to break loose. Shots good by Williams. Williams has got 8 points. And here are the Spurs. They're on a 14-4 run. Murray the pass to Aldridge. Inside. And the rejection by Zubac. Murray against Williams. 17 seconds left to play here in the third. Murray with the defensive effort.
I'm not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
Here's DeRozan, and they pick up 2. DeRozan's got 5 points in the quarter. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. Murray with it. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this 4th quarter. On the court right now for the Spurs, we've got LaMarcus Aldridge. Rudy Gay is out there with Lyons. Then there's DeJounte Murray. And it's Forbes in at the shooting guard position. Here's Jackson, and he gets that one to go off the front iron. And the Clippers lead by 8.
Mid-range, plenty of room for that release. He's going to take those all day long.
Murray against Jackson. And there's Gay. That's good on the assist by Murray. Murray's got 6 assists now in the game. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. He dishes it to Leonard. From 13, and good that time. Leonard's got 31 points.
Nothing better than a hustle play like that. It gets the whole team amped up, sets the example for everyone.
Zubats against Aldridge. The shot comes out, and it's the Clippers taking it the other way.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Spurs trail by 8. Here's Gay. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Kawhi Leonard.
And Gay is just so crafty inside, forcing the defense to hit him in the paint.
That's good from Rudy Gay. Patrick Patterson, he's checked in for the Clippers. Paul George comes in for Patrick Beverley. Rudy Gay hits them both. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the 4th quarter. To the paint, here's Patterson, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
You can't be too physical with Patrick Patterson when he's aggressive.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good. That's also good. So he hits both free throws. Just over a minute and a half played here in the 4th. Murray, the pass to Aldridge. Again with the block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. Now Gay. After the missed 3 from Reggie Jackson, back to Gay. Murray outside. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That's on Reggie Jackson. Throw good, Murray. Both good from the line that time. Now here's Jackson. To Patterson. George against Murray. Back to Patterson. 5 to shoot. Down low. Here's George. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. George has got 29 in the game.
Well, he knows how to score, and he does just that. Don't let Paul George fool you. He can finish inside.
And this is what dominating the glass looks like. He just cannot be contained.
Sort of reminding me of a little Ben Wallace action here from his years with the Pistons. He's been that much of a force rebounding the ball.
And Forbes kicks to Murray. And the rejection by Zubats. An even 3-on-3 break. And Leonard gets it to go on the assist by Jackson. And that's now 33 points for Leonard.
Down the stretch, he's been flat out awesome. He helped them get the lead, and now he's making sure they keep it.
Gay scanning before. Aldridge trying to break free. Gay passes to Aldridge. And the rejection by Zubats.
Well, at 7 feet tall and a 7'5" wingspan, Aldridge usually gets a clean shot off inside or gets fouled.
And that one falls for LaMarcus Aldridge. And so LaMarcus Aldridge nails them both. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Jackson with the bounce pass. Leonard draws the double. Jackson kicks to Patterson. Up top, Zubats. Aldridge is covering. Outside, Leonard. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And we all know what a tough cover Kawhi has become. The defender got caught in a bad position and is kicking himself for it now.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. Leonard hits them both. Here's Murray. Guys, there's still time for them to make a run.
Can't have any wasted possessions down the stretch.
falls right in. He is 8 for 11 with that shot.
Well, that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
Pass to Leonard. Makes it off the glass. Timeout. Leonard's got 37.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
And as long as Reggie Jackson is healthy, he's going to give you some punch as a lead guard. Solid scoring option and a guy who's also unselfish in terms of getting his teammates involved.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, during the last break, I listened to Greg Popovich talk to his team. He was not happy with their play. He told them, we're getting outworked out there. Simple as that. We got to dial up our effort. Kevin, we'll see if they have enough to get it done.
Passes it to Lyles. Here's Aldridge. He blocks it again. And that's 9 blocks.
You know he's going to be coming hard for that 10th, too.
Gay with the block, and he's able to get it back.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Murray kicks to Lyles. Lets a floater go. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
Always fun to look at. Not tremendously efficient, but the floater, boy, those sure are pretty.
Here's Jackson. The pass to Zubac. 4 on the clock. Here's George. And the shot is long.
Not a bad shot from the mid-range. D's giving it to him, and he's usually got an eye in that kind of range.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
Zubac controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Clippers lead by 10.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by.
Oh, power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could. Now here's Jackson. Now Zubac back to Jackson. In the corner, it's Patterson. Shoots over Lyles. That one rolling around and rims out.
Shot didn't fall, but that play worked well to get a good look at the basket.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with rhythm.
George passes to Leonard. Count that one. Leonard's got 41.
A really good decision there from Paul George. Quick to find the open man.
Here's the teardrop. Shot is good, and the Los Angeles Leafs get back down to 8 points. They needed that one from Murray.
Playing from behind right here. Not easy, but he is answering the bell.
Yeah, doing anything he can right now to get his team to cut into this lead and give them a chance.
And the Clippers call time here. now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Ivica Zubac.
And, guys, it's been a rugged brand of defense he's played. I don't know why they keep taking the ball at him. It seems like every time they have, he's come up with the rejection. And with every block, he's only gotten more and more fired up.
If he could only contribute like this for them every night, you can't overstate how much better it makes this team when he has a game like this. And on the road, no less. Here's Murray. Paul George making his last shot. Shot is good, and the Los Angeles leads cut down to just 8 points on the bucket for Murray. The Clippers shooting in the fourth quarter has been efficient at 56%. George against White. Tries from the block. Again, Los Angeles.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
George against White. Morris. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. George has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. White the pass to Lyles. Williams against Murray. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Murray's got 16 points here in the second half.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Pass to Leonard. Leonard draws the double. Back to Williams. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. It's George on the wing. Off target with his 3. And here's Aldridge. He'll bring it up for San Antonio, trailing by 10. Murray finds DeRozan. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. George against White. Now, here is George. Not a lot of room. Kicks it out to Leonard. Tries again. And that one goes out of bounds. It's touched by Zubac.
Yeah, that's a tough one, Kev. An experienced player in the pro game shouldn't be making that pass.
And the Spurs with possession. It's a 10-point game. Outside DeRozan. Pass to Lyles. Murray outside. 6 on the shot clock. Out to White. Launches it. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
Well, that's a shot he can hit. If you give it to him, you need a little more energy on defense that next trip down.
George against White, and the Clippers call time here. On defense, the Spurs, they trail by 7. Williams looking around. San Antonio with the rebound. Lyles got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Outside DeRozan to the inside. Knocked away. Second chance effort, and he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And the foul called on Los Angeles. And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. And he does get the second one, and that turns the lead to 6.
You know, the team struggling to come back. He really wanted all of those free throws.
George against White, trying to end the drought, and it's George finishing it off.
Yeah, Paul George anticipating contact, preparing for it, and just how smooth the finish was that, Kevin.
1:14 left in the fourth quarter. Leonard against DeRozan. Whistle blows, if that's going to be a travel. Clippers leading by 8. And here is Williams. .55 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers, and that one is good. And it's 37 points for Paul George.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 10. There's 48 seconds left in the fourth quarter. There's 48 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And it's White missing.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
On the wing, George. White covering, and Morris throws it down.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Shot's good by Lyles.
Yeah, that play never gets old, Kevin. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
To the middle. Out to Morris. Pass to Leonard. Bounce pass from Williams. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness?
David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it. Clark, you and I were looking at the rosters. Both these teams very deep, so there's a lot of fouls to give tonight.
Yeah, that's a great observation by you, Kevin. And when you have that kind of circumstance where your bench is deep, it allows you, I think, to bring an aggressive mindset in terms of how you're going to defend and how you're not going to allow easy baskets because you're able to foul and not be so concerned about foul trouble.
And the Clippers starting 5. Patrick Beverly out there with Paul George. Then it's Marcus Morris. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Leonard in at the 3 spot. Here is Forbes. Passes to Murray. And it's Lyles in the corner. And a miss there on the triple. And so Beverly will bring it up for the Clippers. It's a 3-point game.
Yeah, just aggressive there. Instead of going to one of his patented shots inside, Morris just simply rises up to be free.
Now here is Aldridge. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against Dallas.
And he was terrific in that game defensively as well, blocking 4 shots on the night. And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Beverly against Murray. Now here's Beverly. He's guarded closely. 4 on the shot clock. Over Aldridge. And it's Beverly missing.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling and he still misses, boy, he wishes he had that one back.
The shot's good from Forbes.
And as a spot-up shooter, guys, Forbes is right there amongst the best in the league, and his movement is what separates him from many. And he gets those chances, he'll convert.
Now here's Leonard. A 23-point game for him in the win against the Warriors in San Francisco.
Boy, I thought his passing was absolutely fantastic. I mean, really picked apart the defense all game long.
And that one is good from Zubac.
Yeah, and an excellent pass by Morris, a guy known for his finishing ability, but he also has the skills to facilitate.
Here's Murray. A floater, and it's good on the way in.
Boy, that was a sweet-looking teardrop. There's very little defense for that.
The Clippers have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Leonard against DeRozan. Down low, here's George. Terrific assist, a nice finish, solid play all around.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
Here is Forbes. Pass to Lyles. Spurs passing it around. From 7. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And Clark, ordinarily quiet by nature, LaMarcus Aldridge has become a more outspoken leader in recent years.
Yeah, and that's a good sign. Sometimes you have to get out of your comfort zone for the good of the team. Aldridge is, by nature, a laid-back, quiet guy, and sometimes that can work against the team. But in his case, he realized that he needed to be more vocal and stepped into doing that.
Take a break. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Aldridge.
Boy, the Spurs really like running through LaMarcus Aldridge in the post. I mean, that's an effective way to play offense, especially early before the defense gets set. He gets that deep position, and he puts a lot of pressure on the defense.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. And with his skill level, sometimes the sheer strength and size of Aldridge goes overlooked.
Yeah, and he's not afraid or hesitant to play bully ball. I mean, on that block, he gets that body into you and leans into that sweet jump shot of his, and he can make you look bad.
So it's San Antonio now after the Clippers pick up 2. Here is Forbes, defended by George. And it's sent back by George.
Terrific focus from George there, reading the shooter the entire way through. A great shot block.
And it's sent back by Aldridge. Now the pass to Forbes. Lyles with it. Back to Forbes. Corner shot. Morris with the rebound.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
And Beverly kicks to George. Wants to get it to Zubac, and does. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Here is Forbes. Back to Lyles. The train knocks down the 3-ball.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Clippers leading by 3. Outside Leonard. Floats one up, and it's sent back by Aldridge.
When Aldridge is in the neighborhood, you've got to be careful shooting it. I mean, proving there that he's capable of blocking shots.
Leonard dishes to Beverly.
Stay there.
Down to 5 on the shot clock.
Oh, what a pass. And then he lays it in with the circus move.
So smooth.
He could have messed that up trying for a big slam. Nice work going to the layup.
Feeds to DeRozan. And he makes good on the layup. DeRozan's got his second bucket of the night.
You know, the athleticism is obvious when you look at DeRozan's game, but he also has tremendous strength, and wasn't much the defender could do there.
Now, here's Zubac. He dishes it to Leonard. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on DeMar DeRozan. That is his first foul of the game.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Greg, those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
DeRozan against Leonard. Now here's Beverly. Tight defense on him. With some arc. Good on the shot.
Tell you what, the defense has to feel lost. I mean, Beverly is talented, really talented, and quite good at nailing those tough shots close to the basket.
Now here's Murray. Pass to Wiles. DeRozan scanning the floor. Here's Aldridge. No good off the back of the rim. And so Beverly will bring it up for Los Angeles, leading by 5. George against Murray. Morris outside. Shoots over Lyles. Morris, no good. San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Forbes can't get it to go.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Beverly wide open. They get it back. Some solid defense from Aldridge.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Murray against Beverly. The 9-foot shot. The shot that time, not on target. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. Here's Forbes. That one drops, and he's now 2 for 5.
And, you know, he's not a big guy, but Forbes has added some muscle to his frame, and it came into play there. Nice job overpowering the defense on that possession.
Now here's Leonard. No points in the game yet for him. Nice D from DeRozan.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
Murray, the pass to Aldridge. Now, here's DeRozan. Shoots over Leonard. DeRozan's shot is off. Clippers leading by 3. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, I caught up with Greg Popovich. Asked about guarding Kawhi Leonard. He shook his head, saying, "It's amazing how he's grown from college to now. One of the game's most complete offensive weapons. Kevin, the claw is really a tough task to slow down."
All right, thank you, David.
Murray, you give him that type of opportunity, you're asking for trouble. He is a strong finisher.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. Well, Clark, there's nothing like opening night. Preseason in the rearview mirror. Now the games count for real. Terrific time.
Yeah, exciting for everybody because hope springs eternal for all teams in the league after you get beyond preseason, and the games do count. They start calculating and documenting W's and L's.
Lou Williams has checked in for the Clippers. Now we have a moment to look at how the blocks have been stacking up over the past several months for Aldridge.
But we're just not seeing that same fierceness out of him defensively these last few months. He's lost a little bit of that intimidation factor. He's not blocking as many shots, and he's not making the same impact on that end of the floor.
Now here's Leonard. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
And checking out the stats for Aldridge. Coming off a terrific season. 18th in rebounding, 18th in blocks, and amongst the league's top-tier scorers, top 20 in points per game.
And like you said, one of the better rebounders in the league last season. He displayed a tireless work ethic that I think really rubbed off on the team. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And the Spurs, I've heard it said, the most process-oriented team in the league.
Well, that's an understanding of what it takes for them as a small market team to be successful. A good assessment of what they have to do as the San Antonio Spurs to be good. Scouting, coaching, chemistry, all part of that.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead.
You know, players like Aldridge are a little bit of a diminishing breed in the NBA, a master in the low post with all sorts of ways to score in the paint.
Patrick Patterson, he's checked in for Zubats. And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Here's Leonard. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That one on DeRozan.
You know, there are differing opinions as to who the best defensive player in the league is, but no matter what, Kawhi is always in the discussion.
The Clippers shooting their first shot from the stripe in this game. Down the first one. Rudy Gay's checked in for the Spurs. Derek White comes in for Bryn Forbes. Both free throws good from Kawhi Leonard.
He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity. He's cashing in on those.
Murray against Williams. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That's on Lou Williams.
DeJounte Murray played just 1 season at the University of Washington. He grew up in Seattle and went to Rainier Beach High School. It's actually the same high school that produced Jamal Crawford. And as a matter of fact, a lot of good players have come out of the Emerald City.
And the first one at the line is good. And in Seattle, Murray recognized from a young age as a potential pro.
Yeah, you know, sometimes you can identify those specially talented players, and his nickname was Baby Boy. And how about this, Kevin? Jamal Crawford has mentored DeJounte since the 6th grade. Those guys have exchanged text messages throughout that time. Jay Crossover, one of my favorites, on and off the court in the league, really has helped keep Murray on the right track.
Now here's Williams. Plays it up and banks it in. And the Clippers lead by 1.
Boy, for a pint-sized guy, Williams can absorb a lot of contact. Torches his man there.
Murray with the bounce pass. Passes it to Aldridge. Just 5 to shoot. Off target from the baseline.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
and a trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well, Greg.
Now here's Leonard. LaMarcus Aldridge grabs the miss.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
That one goes in. Murray's got 8 points.
You know, Murray's game is about putting the ball on the floor, moving without it when he doesn't have it, and driving and keeping pressure on the defense.
Here's Williams. Pass to George. The kick out to Williams. The three-pointer, no good. For San Antonio, they've gone 8 of 15 from the field, shooting above 50% here tonight. And it's Murray penetrating. Lays it up off the glass. Now it's a 3-point Spurs lead.
Well, you look at Murray's development of his inside game. Boy, a nice finish that time. The better he is there, I think the better he'll be overall.
Now, here is Morris. The three from George. And that's collected by Gay. Spurs leading by 3 to the right side. Here's Murray. That shot, no good. Excellent D there from George. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. Leonard on the wing. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel. The Spurs shooting at a nice 53% rate to start the game. They are sticking to the campaign. Murray against Williams. Murray, the pass to Aldridge. Takes the 13-footer. Goes back up. And Gay lays it in. And the Spurs lead by 5.
Boy, good instincts and timing on display there from Gay. Excellent anticipation.
Back right after this. George had that nasty broken leg back in 2014. He describes what inspired him to come back even stronger.
My inspiration really came from my mother. You know, her dealing with stroke, her dealing with really being down and out. You know, I saw her fight back. That was enough for me. In my darkest days, I knew it was nothing to what my mom went through, and she came out perfectly fine, so.
Well, what a story. George worked hard to get back and is not disappointed in his return.
You know, recovering from a devastating injury is never easy, but George's perspective and commitment helped him to overcome it.
Welcome back, everyone. It's Noche Latina in the NBA as we resume action. And taking a look at San Antonio's performance here. What do you think they've been doing or not doing?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
Gay and Aldridge are up front. Then there's Bellinelli. Then there's Derek White. And it's Walker in at the 2 guard. So that's who San Antonio starts the second with. Now, here's George. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Golden State.
Amazing athleticism from George. I mean, sprinting towards the bucket and getting there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
White finds Aldridge. Gay against Patterson. Gay misses. Clippers trail by 6. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, my cousin LaMarcus Aldridge is not the flashiest player, but he is respected. His former teammate in Portland, C.J. McCollum, said he hasn't changed his game to try and fit the new NBA. He shoots mid-range, scores under the basket, strong as heck. He knows who he is. And Kevin, LaMarcus isn't really my cousin, but his game never goes out of style.
You're right, D.A., and he is still getting it done. Thank you. And it's White missing. The Clippers have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. The feed to George. To the paint. Leonard, no luck.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
Outside, Walker. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Clark, you know, some players just don't need a lot of rest. They could play basketball all day, every day, and don't want to be taken out. They've all got a lot of engine in them.
Yeah, they do. 24/7 guys, we call them. They don't need a lot of fuel, and it seems like they never are out of fuel. Guys like Paul George and Russell Westbrook come to mind.
Shooting two.
The first one falls. And so Walker nails both of them. And here is Williams. The pass to Patterson. Kicks to Leonard. Pass to Williams. Here's Kennard. Inside. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play. The Clippers have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws, so those are numbers you'll be happy with.
That's good from George.
And if you want to talk about the best two-way players in the NBA, George's name would be high on the list for sure. I mean, that's the kind of presence he has at both ends of the court.
Now here's Walker. He feeds it to Gay. Back to Walker. And he converts the layup.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Clippers trail by 5. Feeds to Williams. Outside Leonard. Williams kicks to Leonard. And White with the block. Passes to Gay. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. To the inside, Leonard. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
2 shots.
That free throw good from Leonard. Zubac is checked in for Patterson. Both shots good from the stripe. And it's Walker with the ball, bringing it up for the Spurs. It's a 3-point game. Leonard with the steal. Here's the break. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And busting it up the floor. Leonard showing a lot of energy on the fast break. If there's one thing he doesn't lack, it's hustle.
Now here's White. 14 points from him the last game against Dallas.
And don't forget about the 4 blocks. Just a big all-around game, particularly on the defensive side.
Bellinelli against Williams. And the dunk by Aldridge.
Well, he's so good around the basket that he doesn't really need to throw it down, but sometimes Aldridge just has to take advantage of it.
Pass to Leonard. Over Gay. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. 8 points for Kawhi Leonard.
Well, he could have earned some style points there, but he really doesn't need to use the fadeaway when he's that wide open.
White bounce pass. Right block shot. He can't hit that time. Great D that time from Leonard. Pass to Williams. Another shot. And Zubac puts it in. Zubac has got 6. A lot of give and take between these sides early.
Yeah, and both teams look like they came to play. We should have a good one.
White against George. With the floater and the rejection by Zubac. For the finish, and it's George finishing it off.
I tell you, George is an amazing athlete. He's got great speed, and when he's in the open court running the break, that's a scary look for the defense.
Now here's Gay. 17 points for him last game against Dallas. To the paint, wide open look. Good on that shot, and with that, the Los Angeles Leafs cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Walker.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Williams kicks to Kennard. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. And he gets the bucket. George has got 11 points in the quarter.
You know, he started the game knocking down shots, guys, and now in the second quarter, he's taking it to another level.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. Clark, you were so prolific in so many areas of the game. Which part of basketball came the easiest for you?
I think the rebounding piece. I always had a knack for sniffing out missed shots and had the size and timing and hands to chase down rebounds, but that was probably the strength of my game and the most unique part of it at an early age. And then the ball handling. My dad was 6'4" in the 50s, which meant you pretty much played inside, and he drummed into my head and my heart, make sure you can handle that ball. So from the time I started playing, I was dribbling and making sure I could handle it, and it served me well during my playing career.
And the Spurs with some changes. Medu, he's checked in for Gay. DeRozan comes in for Marco Bellinelli. And it's Mills in for White. Now here's Mills. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Dallas. Out to the wing. It's Aldridge, high post. DeRozan finds Mills. 5 on the clock. Aldridge, the pass to Mills. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
DeRozan passes to Mills. San Antonio needs to get off a shot here. Medu can't hit. Clippers leading by 3. Here's Kennard. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Good on the bucket.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
And for the Spurs, they're shooting 36% in the second quarter. They really haven't found their rhythm yet offensively here. Walker, the pass to Medu. Outside DeRozan. Aldridge with it. Defended by George. Fades away. Aldridge, no luck. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. It's tipped and stolen by Aldridge. Outside DeRozan. He kicks it to Mills. Outside DeRozan. Just 5 on the clock. No good. and they can't put an end to this drought. The Clippers in the lead. Here's Williams. That falls. Nice feed that time from George.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Now, here's Walker. 6 points for him. The pass to Medu. Now, here's DeRozan. He's covered by Leonard. Poked away.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
No good that time. And the Spurs going the other way now. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Pass to Medu. Outside DeRozan. Pass to Walker. Shot from the wing, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Walker's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Well, a nice room service feed from DeRozan. Couldn't get more wide open than that.
Williams passes to Zubac. Back to Williams. George, that's a 2-pointer. Gets it to fall, and now he's 10 of 15 on the game.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And Greg, you know nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Now here's Mills. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Here's Medu. And the rejection by Zubac. Here's George. Mills with the rebound. Spurs trail by 7. The 55th pick back in 2009. Those picks don't hit very often, but Greg Patty Mills now with a decade in the NBA.
6'0". And that may be generous. The Australian Mills, a dangerous pull-up shooter, and he does not back down.
From deep three-point range, Walker's shot is off.
Yeah, and a dangerous trend here as they're starting to live and die with outside jumpers.
Really good point, Greg. I mean, you want to keep that balance, and attacking inside creates space for shooters, and having shooters creates opportunities inside, so it works hand in glove.
Here's Walker. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. Basket, good.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
George passes to Williams. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. George has got his 3rd assist on the night. George against DeRozan. At the elbow, it's Aldridge. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. George has got 7 rebounds in the game.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department. And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Clippers.
Well, I like the fact they've already been getting a lot of high-quality shots in the paint.
And also, how about the willingness to attack the basket and challenge the defense here tonight?
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Lyles checked in for Aldridge. Bryn Forbes comes in for Walker. And Murray's subbed in for Patty Mills. The free throw good from Kawhi Leonard. Last outing for the Clippers, they won that game against the Warriors in San Francisco. Now here's Jackson. He had 16 points in the win against the Warriors in San Francisco.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now here's DeRozan. They trail by 14. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
And they're losing their concentration here, guys. Just sloppy with the ball.
.32 seconds left in the first half. Fades off the left rim and out.
This shot's just, it's not there right now with this team leading. Perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Nothing to think about there with DeRozan. I mean, the quick trigger, just catch it and shoot it.
Here's Jackson. Rebounded by the Spurs. Murray outside with 2 seconds left. No good at the rim. And so it's Los Angeles enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. They've kept the tempo quick and the defense on its heels, and it's gotten them up big. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks so much. Kawhi, you seem to be so at ease out there. How much is that helping your game?
It's helping me out a lot. Just coming in the game relaxed, just with more intensity. I mean, my teammates are getting me involved on the offensive end. I'm playing great on defense. We just got to keep it up second half and not let it up.
Hey, Kawhi, thank you very much for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. Paul George taking care of business in this one. He ended up with 22 points, 7 rebounds, and 1 block. After a subpar performance in their previous contest, he has come on strong tonight. His first half, sensational. And let us get your thoughts, big fella, on the Clippers.
You know what I like about Paul George? He's quietly going about his business. Sometimes he'll take a back seat, not in this case in the first half. Has the length, the skill, the deep range, matchup nightmare.
Kenny, how do you think San Antonio played?
Well, the differential in rebounding was huge. And it goes back to the fundamentals, blocking out and just maintaining position. Instead, they went to the lazy man's route, flying in the air, trying to steal rebounds. Well, that didn't work. No one is going to give you an easy rebound. They need to show some fight.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You look at Paul George in this game, guys, he's been everywhere.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Getting underway in the second half, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers. Marcus Morris is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Ivica Zubac. Then it's Paul George, and it's Beverly in at the point.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Here's Murray. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. Outside DeRozan. Aldridge against Zubac. 5 to shoot. Lets it go from 11. Yep, it goes. And the Clipper lead is cut down now to just 12 on the basket from Aldridge.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
George, that's a 2-pointer. DeRozan with the rebound.
You know, the fact is he's not a lock from there, but he was open enough to where he should have hit that shot.
Forbes. It's rebounded by Leonard. Leonard's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. It's stolen by DeRozan. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That is his first foul of the game. Beverly against Murray. And the rejection by Zubac.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Leonard with no one around. Drains the wing tray. Leonard's got 18 points in the game.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, Heck, they've been clearly the better team.
That should give them a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
And, you know, that's exactly what happens when you don't settle. That's the result. Tremendous effort and a big-time finish there.
And the call will be against LaMarcus Aldridge. That is his first foul of the game. George against Murray. 5 on the clock. Shot from 16. Offensive rebound. And Aldridge with the block. And he recovers it. And Murray's got the ball here for the San Antonio Spurs. Down by 15. And the rejection by Zubac. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. Here's DeRozan, up and in on the layup. He's got 8. Los Angeles leading by 13. Bounce pass from Beverly. Here's Leonard. Nice D from DeRozan.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And, you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
Now here's Murray. 12 points for him. Out to DeRozan. Shoots over Leonard. That one a little long. Clippers have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. San Antonio with the rebound. Murray's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Out to DeRozan. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. DeRozan's got 4 points this quarter.
You know, we know Murray's got some creativity to his passing game, but no need to be creative there. I mean, he sees the wide open man and zips it right to him.
Now, here is George. He's got 22 for Murray, and that one's good. George has got 24 points.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
DeRozan against Leonard. Murray outside. Floats one. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
Anytime you get as many points in the paint as they have, you know you've got a good thing going, and you just want to keep it going.
And you've always heard of guys being in a zone shooting, but you can be in a zone passing the basketball, and we've seen that tonight as well.
Mark, you and I are sitting here watching this game, broadcasting the game. There are a lot of times that the fans can't see how emotionally charged up you are over some of the things you see on the floor, good and bad.
Hey, I love great basketball. Excellent passing, tremendous hustle, creativity on your moves. One of the things that really excites me, though, is to see the ball pop and end up in a three-point shooter's hands, and he's able to knock one down because the crowd is able to follow that ball, and the anticipation just kind of rises as it gets to the designated shooter. I love guys going after rebounds on the offensive glass.
That's a great example about the three-point shot, though, Clark. I love that. It's terrific.
Now we get a chance to check out Forbes. Some last season stats for him. Last season, he averaged 11 points a game, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. And there isn't much to write home about with his numbers. I think he'd like to up his contributions.
Yeah, but you got to earn that chance. I mean, you get what you earn. His numbers are fine, but he's not going to get a lot more floor time unless he turns it up a notch.
Now here's Leonard. Shoots over DeRozan. And Leonard gets it to go. Leonard's got 20 points.
And he's got the athleticism and strength to be a powerful presence inside. Leonard never afraid to get in and mix it up down low.
Here is Forbes. Murray outside. Clock at 6. Shoots it up. Beats the shot clock, but can't get it to fall.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Pulls up. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assist. DeRozan's got 3 assists in the game. Beverly deciding where to go with it. To the middle. Here's Leonard. It's hauled in by LaMarcus Aldridge. Aldridge has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Down low, here's George. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. George has got 4 points in the quarter.
No success thus far trying to guard George tonight. I mean, he is absolutely shredding.
Here's Aldridge. Makes a fantastic move and nails the shot.
Yeah, he's been hooping, but the rest of the team, not so much.
Leonard against DeRozan. Leonard attacking, and he banks in the layup. Leonard's got 9 points now in just the second half.
And he moves so well. When Leonard drives the lane, it's pretty much a guaranteed bucket. Terrific body control, and he plays with the ultimate force.
Now here's Murray. He's got 14. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Murray's got 16 points.
You know, they give him the ball and let him quarterback the pick and roll, which speaks, I think, to how confident they are in Murray, guys.
Pass to Zubac. And Aldridge comes over to help. Morris outside. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. To the paint. And Morris throws it down.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
And he rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish.
Guys, they're not backing off at all, are they?
Now here's Murray. He's got 16. And the pass to Lyles. Inside. Shoots from the elbow. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. 14 points for LaMarcus Aldridge.
Boy, he's been a different player here in the second half, looking much more comfortable on the offensive end.
Here's Leonard, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on DeRozan. The Clippers have made all of their free throws so far tonight, going 6 for 6.
Shooting 2.
A free throw good from Kawhi Leonard. Clark, when you think of athleticism specifically, talk about the changes athletically we've seen in the league, say, since the 80s.
It's dramatically different. I mean, there have been tremendous athletes through every decade of the league's existence, but it's gotten better with improved training and more knowledge about the anatomy of the body and how to enhance its performance. But now it seems like great athletes are, you know, a dime a dozen versus 8 to a dozen back in the 80s.
Now here's Murray. Yep, it goes, and the Clipper lead is cut down to 10 on the bucket from LaMarcus Aldridge.
And really, the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Here's Leonard. Passes it to Zubac, and the dunk by Zubac. Great game for him, double-double down. 10 points and 11 rebounds.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Williams is checked in.
And let's take a look now at Kawhi Leonard's numbers. He's coming off an excellent season. 6th in scoring, and of course, he's got a nose for the ball. He ranked in the top 10 in steals last season.
And back to his points per game average last year. He literally propped up the team's offense whenever they needed it. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, last season the G League tested out an expansion of the clear path rule. And now that expansion is making its way to the NBA. It should discourage those intentional fouls that slow up teams on the fast break. Fans wanted it, and analysts clamored for it. That will allow the amazing athletes in this league more opportunities to show what they can do in the fast break.
You're right, David. A welcome change. Thank you. Spurs trail by 10. White inside, guarded by Jackson. Count that one.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And this is what the schedule looks like for the Clippers. On Friday, they'll be facing Kyrie Irving and the Brooklyn Nets. And then on Saturday, they'll be facing Steven Adams and the New Orleans Pelicans. First one falls for Medu. He's checked in for San Antonio. Kennard, he's checked in for the Clippers. Leonard hits them both.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
No misses yet. You can't do much better than that, guys.
Pass to Medu. Here's DeRozan. To the inside. Murray. Gay trying to break free. Yep, it goes. And the Clipper lead is cut down now to just 8 on the basket for Murray. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Clippers. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Pass to Leonard. Over DeRozan. And it's Leonard missing. Spurs shooting it pretty well, close to 50%. That's good from Gay on the assist by Murray. Murray's got assist number 7 for him tonight.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboards.
Greg, and that's been the key to this league. I mean, they've really dominated the glass.
The Clippers haven't made a mistake at the line yet. 10 of 10. Patrick Patterson, he's checked in for the Clippers.
One shot.
On the free throw, no good. Spurs trail by 8. White, wide open, he fires. Off target from three-point range. Here's Kennard. DeRozan defending. Back to Kennard. On the wing, Williams. To the middle. There's the pass to Kennard. Shoots over DeRozan. And that one hits back iron. San Antonio's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. With the teardrop. Good for basket number 6 from him in the contest. He's shooting 6 for 12.
You've got to get a body on DeMar DeRozan, because if you don't, his size and athleticism will allow him to hurt you on the glass.
Here's Williams, and it's good for 2. Williams has got 8.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half, sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
DeRozan with it. 12 points for him. Here's the 3. Off target with that shot. And so it's Los Angeles, holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And we'll be back with you shortly. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Well, clearly he's the guy that stirs the drink for him, and that's how he does it, with his dynamite passing skills.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Los Angeles leading by 8. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. On the court right now for the Spurs, we've got Derek White. Medu is out there with Rudy Gay. Then it's DeRozan, and it's Murray in at the point. And Los Angeles guys shooting straight 49% from the field. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play.
One shot.
And that one falls for Williams.
Boy, he's an outstanding free throw percentage shooter. I mean, for his career, one of the best is Williams.
Passes it to Medu. White against Williams. Good on that shot, and with that, the Los Angeles lead is cut down now to just 9 on the basket from White. Now Jackson. About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. Here's Williams. Here's Zubac. Nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket. And the Clippers lead by 11.
There he is, beasting on the glass, converting the opportunity, trying to put this game away.
Well, he enjoys deflating the opposition with those extra possessions.
Now here's Gay. It's hauled in by Zubac.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
Here's Zubac. Fires the three. Rebound by Murray. Pass to Medu. Back to Murray. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. And DeRozan throws it down.
You never have to worry about DeRozan going soft. I mean, when he gets inside, he's taking it strong to the rack.
Williams kicks to Zubac. Pass to Jackson. Here's Kennard. Six to shoot. On the wing, Jackson. The shot from the low post is good.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Now here's Murray. Gay outside. It's good, and the Clipper lead is cut down to 9. They're back within single digits after that one from DeMar DeRozan. The Clippers have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. And the Clippers call time here. And at this point of the game, getting a break here, important for the teams to regroup. And for the players, this is where you have a chance to get rehydrated with Gatorade. Get ready to play strong to finish off the game. Trey Lyles checked in for Rudy Gay. And the Clippers making a change here as well. Paul George, he's checked in for Reggie Jackson. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, during that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Doc Rivers said to his team. He said, I want us to play as though we're behind. We're good when we play with urgency. We're bad when we become complacent. Don't become complacent. Let's go. Guys?
Medu passes to White. Excellent D there from George.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Now here's Patterson. And there's Paul George on the assist by Patterson. That's 28 points for Paul George. And so it's DeRozan. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. And the shot goes down.
Boy, he's really been dominant in this one. Unfortunately, he hasn't had much help.
Clippers leading by 11. Inside, here's George. Great pass to set up the lay-in. George has got 30 points.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Now here's Murray. That shot off the mark. Excellent D there from Williams. Here's Kennard. DeRozan defending. And there's the pass to Zubac. Outside Williams. Lets it go from deep. That one misses. And it's the Spurs taking it the other way. Here's DeRozan. The shot's good. DeRozan's got 8 points here in this quarter.
DeRozan's still an elite scorer in this league and relentless in attacking the basket.
George passes to Zubac. Back to George. Passes it to Williams. Shoots over White. Offensive rebound. Here's Zubac, and they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
A different look now for San Antonio. LaMarcus Aldridge, he's checked in for Medu, and it's Bryn Forbes in for Derek White. And then for Los Angeles, Morris is checked in for Patterson, and it's Leonard in for Luke Kennard. And that one misses. Spurs trail by 13. DeRozan finds Murray. And the dunk by DeRozan.
Boy, you look at him, he's a quality floor general who knows exactly how to dish the ball to his teammates. Murray, nice job there running the offense.
Now here's Williams. Here's Leonard. A rebound by the Spurs. Murray's got 8 rebounds in this game. To the inside, and the dunk by Aldridge.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. I don't mean style points.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
Here's Leonard, nails the baby hook. Leonard's got 15 points in just the second half.
Oh, it's not easy trying to guard Leonard inside. I can tell you that, guys. I mean, he's so good at using his body to get shots up over the defense. And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide-open look in space there.
Pass to Zubac. DeRozan brings the double team. Back to Leonard. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Leonard's got 30.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
Murray kicks to Forbes. Back to Murray. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Well, you look at that situation. He thought he could keep Murray from converting if he got physical with him. You better think again.
And Clark coming out of Washington as a one-and-done. DeJounte Murray was considered a raw prospect.
Yeah, very raw. The 29th pick in the 2016 draft, guys, taken by the Spurs. Excellent physical tools and outstanding athleticism. Was surprising that he left when he did. I recall that when I heard. But at 6'5", a 7-foot wingspan, he's got a chance to be special.
And here is Los Angeles now. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Murray against Williams. Here's Leonard. A rebound by the Spurs. Williams comes with a double team. Murray the pass to Lyles. And there it is for him. Lyles got it back down to within single digits for San Antonio.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
It's hauled in by Zubats. Zubats has got his 18th rebound here tonight, all over the place. Here's Leonard. Hits the outside fadeaway. And now it's a 12-point Los Angeles lead.
You know, so far he's been dominant this period, making the most of his opportunity.
Murray against Williams. Murray kicks to Aldridge. Down low. Uses the glass to finish the layup. DeRozan's got 12 now in this quarter.
And that field goal percentage climbing now above 50%. They look like a different team here in the second half.
Now here's Williams. And here's George. Shot clock at 6. Lays it up off the glass. George has got 32 points in the game.
And George is very capable at knocking down difficult shots. I mean, because of his size and stroke and ball handling and his added strength, he's able to shoot over good defense and knock them down.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
Boy, he has put in some major work. He's earning his pay, for sure.
Offensively, it's been a perfect quarter for him. He hasn't missed a single shot.
Murray, the pass to Aldridge. Back to Murray. Puts it up from 12. Rebound by the Clippers. Leonard's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Spurs trail by 14. Williams comes with a double team. Lyles kicks to Murray. Pass to Aldridge. Six on the shot clock. Fords the pass to DeRozan. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. A minute 50 left in the game. Williams dishes to Leonard. Offensive rebound, Zubats, and the dunk by Zubats.
When he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
And you know, those second chance opportunities can be game changers. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Clippers.
And as we watch the game wind down, you have to look back at all the second chance points these guys generated.
Yeah, they clearly won the second chance points category. Possession after possession, we watched them go after the ball and make misses turn into makes.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. Last season, the NBA announcing the launch of a league in Africa, along with FIBA. Clark, what do you think of that move?
I think it's another example, Kevin, of the globalization of the game and the NBA's intentional, purposeful way of expanding and continuing to grow the game for the sake of the business of basketball, which is a game that obviously you and I love.
And Clark, we see so many foreign players come into the NBA and play well. Not just play, but play well.
Yeah, and not just Africa, although
right.
a number of players from Africa, but a number of different countries have signed on. It could make for a more exciting league.
And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Ivica Zubac.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
Teams need contributions from everybody to win on the road, not just the stars. And he's done more than his share tonight, an outstanding performance. Now here's Mills. The pass to Bellinelli. Will it go? And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
Boy, when you see Bellinelli playing with this kind of aggressiveness, it puts a lot of pressure on the defense.
And that one falls for Bellinelli.
You know, Bellinelli really is an effective role player. He's a veteran sharpshooter with sneaky athleticism and just seems to always be in the right spot.
He's off on the second.
Not nearly as productive a trip to the line as he'd have liked. They need all their free throws to go down at this point.
There's 48 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Jackson passes to Kennard. That three off the mark. So it's San Antonio now. Here's Bellinelli. To the paint. And there's Gay. That's good on the assist by Bellinelli.
You know what? When he's got the chance to get inside, Gay's going to take it, fellas. I mean, he doesn't waste those opportunities.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Passes it to Shamet. Oh, Quinn in the post. Hurdles there.
Wonderful anticipation that time from Purtle. Positioning himself perfectly to send that one back.
Gay outside. So the Clippers winning this one easily. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. Paul, it looked like everybody was having fun, but it looked like you were really feeling it. Did you get into a flow out there?
I did. You know, I got hot. I was looking for the ball, looking to make plays, and shots was falling.
I know you expect that to happen every night. You did tonight. Thanks, Paul. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA.